Hello, and welcome back, everyone.
Hi.
For all the people that are watching the whole day, we just recently changed the setup once more, and now it's not only me who's here with you today, and with me, I mean I'm Andre Bernhard, Indie Advisor. I'm taking care of the NRW Indie Expo, where we're going to see another amazing game today, which will be Caverns of Chaos or Ultimate ADOM, and therefore I brought some support, and therefore that is why Robin is with me in the studio, who's able to introduce himself, I think.
Hey, I'm Robin. I'm taking care of other things than Andre. I'm with devcom, and I'm going to be your Let's Player today. And yes, well, I think we have someone from the dev team waiting for us to be with us and explaining what I have to do, because this will be my first playthrough.
I'm super happy and excited that Björn Lösing is with us today. We just met yesterday, but today we are live together and streaming your game, which is amazing because I really like it. But
Hi, Björn.
First of all, Björn, who are you? What's the team behind Ultimate ADOM, and what's your role in the development process?
Hi, I'm the marketing director for Team ADOM, which actually doesn't mean very much because we're a very small team. So, and as usual in indie games, everyone does everything else. So I'm pretty much responsible for everything apart from programming or doing any art. But everything else, I've definitely been involved, from the skill trees to the writing to balancing and QA. So yeah, I'm not quite sure what you're going to label me as, but my title says marketing director because it kind of sounds cool.
Actually, right now we are not labeling you besides your name.
Oh,
in the end, you need to add some job title, but I totally understand that in the Indieverse, it needs to be everyone is doing a little bit of everything. The special thing about your team is it's remote, right? I mean, even before the pandemic, you were working remotely.
Yes, exactly. So way before Corona made this popular, we have talent from all over the world. Lucas, who is our sound designer, is sitting in Brazil, and one of his tracks is featured on the Media Network NRW vinyl plate that we've been handed out yesterday. Yes. So he did a really cool job. You can buy this the special edition, including the soundtrack on Steam. You know,
nice.
Our lead artist is sitting in Poland, but for some reason, everyone else is actually sitting in Germany. This doesn't have anything to do with us being sitting in Germany. This was more of a random thing, but it kind of worked out.
Yeah. But let's not talk too much without actually seeing the game, because in the end, all our streams are about the game. So let's jump immediately into Ultimate ADOM Caverns of Chaos.
Yes.
If you had to explain the game in one sentence, the elevator pitch, which would it be?
Sure. Ultimate ADOM is the modernized version of hardcore roguelike role-playing. So this is your dungeon, your rules, and you can approach it any way you want and die any way you want.
My heart is melting. 2
sentences, but I figured this works.
No, it's the perfect explanation. I'm really up for it, and I'm a huge fan of roguelikes and also hardcore RPGs from your old times somehow. Even better when they come with the modernized look and don't have to be played in very tiny screens because the resolution is not able to cope with modern monitors. I'm not familiar how professional Robin is when it comes to hardcore RPG experience and roguelike.
I have played games before.
Okay. There are games and there are roguelikes, but surprise us. I mean, are there some special kind of titles that inspired you to, or where you thought, okay, this needs definitely some improvement, and that were some of the roots of Ultimate ADOM?
Yes. So, you know, we both share a love for those old titles, and I still remain a huge fan of Dwarf Fortress, but I can't get into it anymore. It doesn't work for me. I cannot handle the UI anymore. And this is one of the things we wanted to tackle. You can play Ultimate ADOM with keyboard only, with mouse and keyboard, with gamepad and mouse, with gamepad and keyboard, or all three together if you have enough hands, which you can graft to yourself, by the way, during the game. So that helps. We just want to allow people to play it the way they want. You can use the hot bar down at the bottom after you finish the tutorial. You can choose things from a radial menu. You can pick things up from clicking on them. So basically, just figure out the way you want to play it and just go for it.
That sounds super neat. What we should explain maybe is the name ADOM. It's an acronym and it's standing for something,
Yes.
right?
All right. ADOM stands for Ancient Domains of Mystery. So this is a game that was originally released in 1994 by Thomas Biskup, the creator, who's also the lead developer and creator of Ultimate ADOM.
Awesome.
We've also always been asked, because this is 25 years ago, to create a sequel, and this is finally it.
Okay, which is quite a long distance between the original game and the sequel coming out, but this means, I mean, there must be a lot of fans still for this kind of for especially ADOM and especially, roguelikes.
There are.
Yeah.
So the original ADOM was free, and Thomas invented the postcard quest, where people basically buy the game by sending him a postcard telling him how much he enjoys it. He still receives up to 3 to 4 postcards per month.
Wow.
To this day. So it kind of took off.
That's it. Yeah, I can totally understand that. And the version that we are playing right now, is that a preview build? Is that a final build? How far is the game regarding the development process?
Thank you so much for asking me this question. No, since of yesterday morning, we are live. We are out of early access. This is the version 1.0. We had a massive content update for those of you who played before during the early access, with new classes, new skill trees, completely new balancing when it comes to spells and combat and class progression. So if you played before, please do check it out. And if you haven't played it before, check out the trailer, and let's see how far we can get do the tutorial. By the way, we're currently at the Experience here in Cologne and showing it to actual players. Over half of them managed to die in the tutorial before the end of it, so don't feel bad if something crushes you. I can see that you actually managed to sneak past the ogre. This is more than some players managed. Well done.
So, permadeath. This is a thing going on here.
Yes,
I mean, not in the tutorial, I guess, but regarding the difficulty of the gameplay.
Yeah, so this is a roguelike. The true value in roguelikes is that you die and die again and then try something else.
Yeah.
We have amazing amount of replayability. There's 8 different factions that you can join that provide you with different skills. We have tons of classes and combinations and skills. We have over 400 skills right now that you can combine in any way for your character.
Give us some, sorry to interrupt you, but give us some numbers, Porn. How many skills, classes, races?
I don't
we're going to
show
read
this
that in a second, I hope. So
okay.
after you manage to die, so you can have a look at this yourself. But again, so we have over don't let me. You got me here, because we just included 3 new skill trees. I think we are at 25 skill trees now, which makes it around 400 skills. Different skills. All dependent on your faction, on your class, on your how much you progressed. So yes, we're permadeath because this is the way we like it. Even if you save your game and then you die, the save game is gone, like traditional roguelike fashion. However, we always said, well done for jumping over the lava and not running into it, which you can do, obviously, because you should never stop a player from doing something stupid if they really want to. But you can switch off the permadeath feature.
Wait a second, what's going here? Select the body
settings.
parts to butcher?
Oh yeah, so as I mentioned before, if you want to play with keyboard, mouse and gamepad, you need 3 arms, and you can actually do this right now. You should have found a scroll of grafting, which allows you to graft one of those body parts to yourself, which have a look at your inventory with I.
Can you go again? You can detach a part of the orc's body and attach it to yourself? Is that what you just said?
If you know the proper skill trees. So this is obviously something very necromantic, but since the tutorial is just showing you off all the different things you can do. So if you right-click the scroll of grafting and read it, you can after you picked up the body parts. Sorry.
Yeah.
After you picked up the body parts, you can attach one of them to your body, so you can have a third one. You know, it's what all the cool.
So where are the body parts? I want to do that. Show me.
butcher the orc.
Yep.
I thought
You
I
butchered them
butchered the
already.
orc.
There's if you look down there, at the bottom you have a line of inventory stuff, and if you click on one of the body parts,
Oh yeah.
yep, there we go. Let's go for an arm. Oh no, you just butchered the legs. Fair enough. So 3 legs is cool as well. Although you need 4 of them to wear another pair of boots.
Oh. Okay, we skip the third leg puns and focus on the game itself. So nicely butchered. Now show your necromancy skills, Robin, please. Or is it attached already? Did he do so? No.
No, he didn't. He needs to read the scroll. This is not a necromancer. He just found a scroll of grafting, which basically is a one-shot spell.
Sure, it's quite typical crafting of attaching body parts from
Yes,
dead
we're
enemies.
grafting, not crafting, because crafting is also something you can do, but it's a very, very different thing.
Yeah.
You just found a rune, which you can attach to your weapon. If you go to the inventory screen again,
Nah, okay.
there's a rune, and you can just drop it on a weapon, which modifies the weapon. So every single weapon has several slots where you can combine a lot of different runes with.
I mean,
So
I
now
feel...
you have a weapon that actually can smash through the wall, as you're just trying to do.
Wow. I'm totally in love. I dare to ask about something like a playthrough time, because I can imagine if people are still sending out postcards to the developer, dating back to the time when he released the game in 1994, it means like some people are not getting over it. I mean, now they're happy because the sequel is out, but I guess there is a shitload of things to be discovered and strategies to make up to own the dungeons.
Yes, absolutely. So earlier this year, a huge fan of ours who's been following us for the past 20 years, actually managed to beat the original ADOM for the very first time, and he promptly got an @ tattoo, the original character sign.
Wow.
Yeah. So here's also something you can do. Just explaining what's happening there. You found a potion of teleport, and Robin just enhanced his ranged weapon, which now means that every monster that's hit gets teleported away.
I like that. It's also very pacifistic, right?
Oh, of course. Of course, it does mean that if you're unlucky, you may run into the monster again.
No. Oh.
Or run into several monsters, surprising you, ambushing.
Oh. How do you balance a game like this? I mean, is it
well, in proper roguelike fashion, you can play a pacifist warrior with lots of intelligence, etc. If this is your thing, just go for it and do it. Don't expect to get very far. So you can make your own balance. Playing a huge troll fighter will make things very easy on the first levels until you find your first wizard enemy, while playing a wizard character makes things very difficult in the beginning. But everyone has a chance to get through. Just some characters have better chances than others.
Yeah.
Why can't I hit it?
You can look at the bottom right at
stats. Oh no! Yeah. We just have...
Hey, what's that?
We have a disconnection with Björn at the moment, so Robin, we are on our own in a dungeon.
Yeah, we will do that.
And I have the feeling... that we're not going to make it. So, our people from the Regie are trying to call Björn again, but lucky
running.
us.
I have no idea what to do. Tell me.
Wow, I do apologize for this.
No worries.
I am here on hotel internet, and it's
a nightmare.
not as reliable as I would like to.
Yeah, but it's okay. We brought you back. The Regie brought you back with their magic scrolls that they are using all the time. I have no clue, but they made it, and it's good to have you back again. But
yes, I know. Necromancy works.
Yeah. But I think there must be a special trick, and the tutorial doesn't want us to kill all those. Oh.
Yes. So this is a roguelike experience. You will die.
Yes. And today I learned. Some other days we learned already. Dying is okay in games.
Dying is completely okay.
I mean, it could be
games,
worse. I at least got killed by an ice lizard.
Yeah. Nice. And points minus 524. Is that a good result?
No. What do you guess?
No.
no, it's not. But it's pretty fine. So
why do I have minus points? I was very efficient, I think.
It was. You did very well, and you survived until the point where it's perfectly fine to die. So let's have a look at the proper game, so I can show you off all the different classes, factions, and everything.
Yes,
else.
please. Character creation, everyone's favorite part in playing an RPG.
So you can play a predefined character because we know this is a sillily complex game, and some people just want to learning by doing. So we have a couple of strong pre-generated characters that you can just grab and start playing. However, the real fun, as we both know, is creating your own character.
Yeah. Press any key to continue.
Boom. I just got something in the chat, so we are told that Mr. Kittemurt wants us to thank you because of this game. They started playing roguelike.
Thank you.
They are the
That's
fans.
really, really cool.
Once you go roguelike, you never go back.
It's the complexity and the ability to approach anything the way you want that really makes them stand out for me.
Okay. So, first of all, selection of the faction.
Yes.
The Branalbin.
Well, that was very pretty.
Branalbin. How are they pronounced?
Yeah.
Branalbin?
Branalbin?
Branalbin.
Is there,
yes,
are there
the
any
Archmage.
Is there any pen and paper role-playing system that had some influence on the development? I don't know, Rolemaster, rule set, or GURPS.
We're all huge role-playing game nerds, and we basically played everything across the entire map. But we're using abbreviations that you might find in older D&D systems, just with more random dice.
Okay.
So because it's very difficult to roll a D27, for example, in real life, computer games make this happen.
Oh, look at that! This is Rolf. That's also the name of a relative of mine.
Yes, the last Dwarven Emperor.
Rolf.
So the factions, for one thing, determine your storyline. So every character has a different reason for going into these Caverns of Chaos, and the faction determines a lot of that. You also earn points for this faction, which means that later characters created with the same faction will start out stronger once you reach certain thresholds. So you will have some kind of meta game that allows you to progress even if you keep dying in the first level.
I think there is something wrong with the wording here. The letters are all capital and non-capital.
Yes, that's the original Chaos speech. We established that in 1994, and it's been still a thing, which is pretty cool.
Björn, how much time regarding the development went into this project?
Well, to be honest, this isn't the first time we tried to make a sequel to ADOM. This is the first time we did it successfully. Most of the time, around 2 to 3 years, went into the creation of the engine, of the logic engine that went behind this. So because we have a very, very complex entity component system that allows you to do all the crazy things you've seen, put a teleport potion on your bow, which then causes other peoples to teleport away that you hit with it. The entire logic engine behind this allows all of that. You can animate a wall from the dungeon, have it follow you around, then turn necromancy, graft an orcish arm to it, and then give it a weapon. So you have a wall with an arm and a weapon following you around, beating up your enemies for you. And all of these kind of crazy things required a rather complex game logic that hasn't been done before in the steps. So this is where most of the time went into.
You leave me nearly speechless. And I mean, we are talking. I've seen some screens where you select your gender, and usually it's male or female. And here we're talking about male, female, neutrum, I guess, both, non-binary, and tentacle.
So which one should I choose? Which one wants the chat me to choose?
The Regie asked for tentacles.
Of course, tentacles, and tentacles it is.
It's the most famous one. Which also means that you're now going to suffer from some chaos speech during character creation, because tentacles is the corrupted one. No, but we figured just going male female is so 1980s, and we've grown beyond that in the current world. We are a fantasy game, and if you can't live out or play whatever the hell you want, what's the point of having a fantasy game?
Yeah. Honestly, I mean, this is yes, it's a game, and I mean, okay, we already suffer from the text character.
Here it is, also here on the side, you see it.
Yeah. This is already happening because we have chosen tentacles, right?
Yes.
Or is it because of the faction?
No, this is tentacles. You can follow Andor Drakon, which is basically the big bad evil of the first game, and he has very specific reasons for sending you down to this cavern of chaos. And then you will going to see a little bit more chaos speech and also wobbly text, and suffering from more corruptions than anyone else.
I think I want to go for what I was a priest of a tentacled priest of the sun and troll.
Yes, excellent.
And I guess
Good
that's
choice.
not the last thing you have to choose. Honestly, Björn, this is a real piece of love to the whole genre. I mean, it doesn't feel, or let's phrase it the other way around. I mean, you can really feel the love that went into this project, and that it's not about like doing an RPG or even a hardcore RPG. But I mean, even if we take it just by getting the impression of the lists of the level effects to a priest, for example. I mean, this is not something where it says, yeah, you get this and you get this, but it goes on forever.
Yeah, it goes on forever. I cannot read everything, so I just go what it feels like, and definitely it's a priest, because I'm,
Yeah,
Oh,
so this is something that we just created new, so now you can finally select your appearance as well. Previously you got a randomly assigned appearance, which is still fine, and which is perfectly in line with being a roguelike.
Yeah.
But so this is what we're happening here, what we're doing.
No hair, that's what I like.
Yeah, you have horns instead.
Oh, this is nice. I make this
which
with
means
a
that you
little cut in
can't
the
wear any
eyebrows
helmet,
for
unfortunately.
jewels.
One player just recently complained about this, but yeah.
What do players complain about?
That the troll character couldn't wear a helmet, and he found a cool helmet. He wanted to wear it. And we got you shouldn't have picked the troll.
You can't have the cake and eat it too.
Excellent. And again, for everyone who's confused or scared of all the options you're having, again, we have predefined characters who are already pretty cool. You do not have to go through custom character creation, at least not at the very beginning, to figure out if you like the game, if you want to play it on.
I mean, also, I guess, where is your community gathering? Is it the best way to connect via Steam forums, or do you have a Discord? Because I guess there are a lot of quite dedicated fans of this game that must gather somewhere.
We are everywhere. We're on Twitter, on Facebook. Yeah. We have a Discord community. On Steam forums, we're active. On the GOG forums, as of yesterday, we're also active. So if you want to talk with us, we're going to find you. And this is not a threat. This is a promise.
I mean, also, we need to explain what's going on here. It's not like you have one skill tree, but you have 4 skill trees at this character combination.
But you only have 4 skill trees because you're a priest. If you were a wizard, you'd have more skill trees, more skill selections. Because right now you can't select the arcane skills. You have 0 skill points, so they're not shown. And you're not going to have any. Actually, you do start with a couple of fighting skills, but if you're a dark elf, for example, you also get some access to very, very special skills, focusing on spiders, etc. So the faction you chose, the character class you chose, and the race allows you to create and build through all the different combinations. So there's a lot of finding out. Curing is a very smart choice. Maybe not so much for a troll, because trolls are already quite hardy. So you're not going to run around healing yourself very often, because you just have a ton of hit points.
Poison Thorn or Divine Shield. Why not?
Yeah, maybe.
I'm being very, very random. I know that. I just try to go
That's
for
fine.
I'm a priest and everything divine sounds good to me.
We could spend hours within this game, but we don't have these hours, Robin. So we need to speed up the process of at least seeing the beginning after you selected some of the skills. Push it hard because there's not much time left.
Yes,
Or maybe
I'm already on it.
maybe just continue for the pure sake of it, even if we miss out. Is there a demo version? No.
No, not at this moment.
Okay.
But we are currently on launch sale on GOG, so you can get the game a little bit cheaper than after the end of the month.
Okay, so it's 10% off, something like that.
To be honest, I actually don't know right now because
Okay.
we are giving out secret codes here at the experience, which makes it even cheaper. But yeah, just have a look.
Okay, but make sure everyone look out for Steam, look out for GOG, enter Ultimate ADOM Cavern of Chaos, and check out the game as it still has some launch discount on it. And then you are able to spend like millions of hours creating your own characters and discovering dungeons. And now we can see Robin's brute, troll, tentacle, priest does a good job in knocking down enemies.
That's what I do.
So
I knock down enemies
weapon,
and no
your weapon
things.
is a bit poor. So let me show you something. Walk up to a torch, please. Hit the radial menu. And just grab the torch. The top right. There you go.
What? Here, yeah.
Top left. Sorry. There. Now you have the torch in your inventory, which you can use to set people on fire with.
Where's the torch? Where's the torch?
You can see the saliva coming out of my mouth.
There
right
it
now.
is.
Oh, where? Oh, here.
Just drag it to your
Yeah,
slot.
and this has to be your last trick then, Robin.
Oh yeah, there's the torch. Oh man, no. I will first grab that and then.
Yeah. So you can do a lot of things. You can, if you have potions, you can coat the floor with them. So if you pour a healing potion on the floor, or on something else, you heal a bit every time you walk over it, for example, which isn't as efficient, a very efficient use of healing potions because it also affects monsters. But this is the kind of thing you can do. You can throw poison bottles on the floor, creating fields that to lure enemies through, especially if you're a troll and have high generation and don't care for poison very much.
I'm sorry to interrupt you here for last time. I mean, I could listen for hours to what you're saying and explain about the game.
You have to play it for hours.
Yeah, and I can also play for hours. No, I'm really in love with the game already. I think it's a masterpiece and totally work of love that you can see that flow into this project. But sadly, we don't have enough time. So therefore, I need to slowly come to an end, which means...
Yes. Give me 1 second, because we also have something very cool included for the hardcore ADOM fan crowd.
Yeah.
If you press the G button, please. We have an alternative graphic mode, so you can play in ASCII. You can even play, if you hit F5, you can play in 3D ASCII if you're really fancy. Some people like this.
Great.
Nice.
ASCII 3D, okay. So...
Yeah, so, because why not?
Because you could. Thanks a lot, Björn. It was a real pleasure. Thanks for being part of this year's NRW Indie Expo and staying with us, explaining to the people the awesomeness of the game. And also thanks, Robin, for playing. And I think that actually cuts it for today, and we have to say goodbye. Do we have an ad break or something coming up right now? Yes, an ad break. So everyone, stay with us for even more content. There will be a short ad now. But first of all, goodbye everyone. Goodbye Björn. Goodbye Robin. And thanks for being with us. And
Thanks for showing us a game,
Bye.
and thanks for having me.